Hey there. I do remember some Charles popping up recently.
Auflitten und bereit machen für Feindkontakt. Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen. Kraftfahrer bereit. Lichtschütze bereit. Ladeschütze bereit.
Yeah, that Charles.
Attention to the designated grid zone. I agree. Panzergranate geladen. Panzergranate geladen.
Where the fuck is my... Where the fuck when my first shot went? I doubt it's gonna matter in the long run. There's literally nothing to do for the 12 years old. What the fuck do you mean return to the battlefield? Stupid ass game with idiocratic developers unable to even map their maps properly.
Air 360, 1,000 meters. Awesome. Opportunity made two. Opportunity made two. 유단 소팅 완료.
Another hacker cunt. How did it went without a freaking engine?
Цель уничтожена! Request check assist! Пулемет готов! Задний ход!
Defend the B point.
Потеряли курсовой пулемет! The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones. Бронебойным готово! Цель уничтожена! Пулемет к бою готов! Есть вперед! Бронебойным готово!
Attention to the designated grid square.
Нас подбили! Движение!
And another prick.
The enemy's getting closer to victory. Так, 3 часа. Близко. Нас подбили! Один час! Удар! Allied forces have captured the zone. Подчинили. Нас подбили! Механизм поворота очень слаб. Нас подбили!
Wait, shooting it out of line of sight as fucking usual.
If we don't do something fast,
Attention to the map.
артиллерия! Координаты! Три! Уничтожить! Да! Ты! Принял! Открывай огонь!
上に乗り込め。
準備しろ。操縦手準備完了。コース準備完了。 Attention to the map. Engine 始動に備えよ。始動中。了解。
Pretty sure that this guy on my left is not actually shooting, but the game thinks that he is. Yo, yo. Hey, Oscar. Another nice example of hacker. TT? What the heck is a TT? No, not really. I just like these tanks. And the air top tier, for example, is completely unplayable in my opinion. And should go back into the trash. Almost for an hour?
作業に乗り込め。
準備完了せよ。操縦陣準備完了。講師準備完了。戦車10時の方向。目標まで1100。目標に命中。目標に命中。
In general, I do not know. Long enough
戦車10時の方向。目標まで
to know that this is a piece of bullcrap that I saw just now. And long enough to have an episode on Thunder Show. Long enough to know that this is a piece of crap as well. No, currently it's a piece of shit game, unable to properly function. With hacks, bugs, and incapable developers that's incapable of creating any maps, unable to fixing their own bugs, unable to handle the above mentioned hackers, and unable to improve the gameplay as a whole, incapable of understanding what the gameplay balance is, etc., etc., etc.
Aufsitzen und Verteidigung für Feindkontakt.
Not exactly. In the very first fucking battle of today, I've got a ghost shell. So, not really. And it was the battle with this preset, so it doesn't really fucking matter whenever the bug's gonna come at your face. Well, at least I've got adamant for absolutely nothing.
Panzergranate geladen! Ziel beschädigt! Ziel zerstört!
Artillerieschlag in unserem Sektor. Artillerieschlag in unserem Sektor. Achtung! Artillerieschlag!
From Russia. Great, the second I've repaired him, he got destroyed. Ah, damn it. I was about to turn around for that M18. Yeah, great. A useless imbecile unable to even precisely drop a bomb. Of course I have. That's English is not my first language. Okay, did you miss the part in which I said where I'm from? Because that part should have told you my first language by default.
We're ahead of the enemy.
The Kaelian, you mean? Well, now you know approximately since the dates since when I've been playing this.
Verstanden! Vorwärts!
Oh, it's absolutely amazing tree that blocking the views. Oh, you could have mentioned that as well. I'm from Russia. During these trying times, I guess.
Ziel zerstört!
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
Artillerieschlag auf Koordinaten Delta 4. Niederhalten.
Delta, 4. Bestätige Koordinaten. Aufgepasst. Abgefeuert.
I hope he's doing worse and worse by the second.
Ziel beschädigt!
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Wir wurden getroffen! Ziel ausgeschaltet!
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
I like how this Corsair just lost both of its wings, but still didn't. The SPA didn't get the kill instantly for that. Oh well, unfortunately, I cannot fix the situation myself. So I'll have to wait for the better times.
Bereit, Feuer, Kameraden. Stellung sich an und gute Arbeit.
The marathon is over. No additional operations are available. So today I'm just aiming for the dailies and this special task, I guess, as well. And the next operation will be available in, well, in 2 days basically, since I'm not gonna be doing it tomorrow. It depends. I would say there's quite a lot of internal tension as well. Between like true believers and those who see the picture, I guess, the whole picture, not the stuff that's shown on the government-controlled mass media.
Lichtschütze bereit. Ladestütze bereit.
Well, like an example, I recently saw some of the true believers was complaining on a video that somebody had, well, he has a car that's marked with the current special operations symbols, right? And he posted a video on social medias that, oh, how could you? So somebody used the ketchup, I guess, or something like that, and basically smeared the vehicle, the car, with it over the symbols and over the whole car as well. Like, oh, how could you? We're like saviors of the world. Fucking really? And where the fuck is my shot? Can somebody explain to me? It's less shots, but where the fuck is it?
Geschütz ist wieder einsatzbereit. Panzer, 12 Uhr. Entfernung, 350 Meter.
And the game didn't register the change of the APHE to HE shots as well.
Panzergranate geladen.
That's just a small example of daily life, I guess.
Panzergranate geladen.
The fuck? Oh yeah, of course you saw me through all that shit. That's both. I'm queuing for both CIS and EU servers. Yeah, fucking right. Another cunt unable to play. The amount of degenerates playing this game recently is fucking overflowing. And I'm just not happy with this shit, and I just wanted to complete this as fast as possible. How the heck did you lose your account? Did you lose the access to your email or something?
車両に乗り込め。
完了せよ。同時進準備完了。講師準備完了。総回収準備完了。
So? Why why is it the matter?
座標デルタフリー破壊せよ。
So if you didn't notice, that's a console associated account, and I'm playing it on PC.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
So you didn't really have to create a new one.
Allied forces have captured a zone. The enemy is controlling most of the zones.
Oh, you shouldn't have spent anything on this until they'll fix it. The game's like what, 14 years old already? And still full of shit. I've spent nothing except my time and new nerves, I guess.
Attention to the designated grid square.
What do you mean how? I've researched it when it was available,
We no longer have the advantage.
as well as King Tiger 105, as well as Panzer 2, as well as Mouse. All of them were available previously. I feel like I did play the ground open beta, but at the time I did not really like it.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
So I feel like I did try the open beta, but not really like it at the state it was, and I think I've abandoned it. And then several years later, I did return when it was already in a quote-unquote release state, and I did play quite a bit at the time. Then I feel like I've abandoned it again for a couple years, and since then I'm continue playing it. Even though the devs do not listen to their community and to the criticism, they were able to listen to it when it was review bombed on Steam, but that was the only time they did. Yeah, I suppose that's basically the only reason why I still continue to play it. I did play World of Tanks previously as well, but got bored of it. At least this one provides a bit more variability in terms of vehicles. Alright, also, previously I thought that this game is rigged, but I feel like now I have a clear proof of that. Few days ago on a stream, well, maybe 2 weeks or so, but by now, I was using the either TKX or Type 10 and Type 10 shots, which are basically the top shots for the Japanese tech tree. And I was unable to kill a T80, I think, with two direct shots to the side under a right angle. Two direct shots did absolutely nothing to the insides of the tank. Well, it wasn't as cringe previously. Now I just do not know. I haven't played it for, I don't know, 5 years maybe at the very least. I feel like it's more than that. I'm just not sure. I'll be right back in a second. It doesn't really matter, I would say. We have a shit ton of prototypes here as well, and for some reason they just move tanks back and forth as well. Like Panzer II didn't exist as well, but they did introduce it to the to the to the tech tree in the beginning, but then they've decided to remove it for, I don't know, for a reason that they deemed proper.
配置につけ。
準備完了せよ。操縦士準備完了。講師準備完了。装填手準備完了。
What do you mean nobody else talking? Nobody else talking on the streams or what? I feel like, well, I do not really talk much when I play by myself, but if opportunity appears with somebody on a stream in the chat, I do try to communicate. After all, I do consider the fact that starting to stream was one of the reasons to start to stream was to try and improve my English. I'm not really sure how it goes. Hope it goes. But yeah, he's a weirdo from yesterday, which I suppose he's trying to bait into some strange interactions. Yeah, that wasn't the right decision to go like that. Right now I'm just doubtful of the Charles' motives. That's all. And while there is nothing toxic or directly offensive coming to anybody, really,
Attention to the designated grid zone.
that's a very interesting KV-12S that knew exactly where I was going through without any vehicles capable of scouting around. Hey, Sir Holtz. It's not exactly grinding since there's nothing to grind at the moment, just the dailies. The one by the KV? Yeah, B7 is amazing. I have found that this is the most comfortable plane for me to grind the marathons or any air battles, I guess. The problem is I don't see shit in this fog. And that was a whole SMK. Who the heck is capturing A? Oh, there you are. Well, I got shot a second ago. But where the heck is the enemy plane right now? Oh, there it is. Almost invisible in this fog.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
D7? And the Japanese one at that? Honestly, I don't remember any of that, any of the, any of that to be in a tech tree at all. And yeah, I mean, I understand that it's an event vehicle, but still, I don't remember any plane named as a D7 at 6.7 as well. Also, I feel like that Japanese tech tree around these ratings, I mean the 6.3 to 7.0, maybe 7.3, are quite empty. G7K? Sorry, still don't remember. I will check the globes drop list after I'll complete this battle. So don't worry, I'll figure it out. But it will have to wait.
If we don't do something fast,
I also was able to get a vehicle out of it, but it's only an M8 A2, I think, or something like that. like rank 1 or maybe 2 howitzer on a steward base. It's quite a pity that these boxes do not provide you with a different vehicle if you have a vehicle that they drop you. They just give you a million of silver without proper compensation, in my opinion. Yeah, maybe it is an A1 instead. I mean, most likely it is. Haven't used it yet. Because I didn't have any reason to use it, I guess. So here we are. Ah, damn it. I thought that's an enemy plane coming from the side.
We don't have the advantage anymore.
Oh, great. An SPA was trying to get the A and encountered a T-50 on it. Oh, there you go. Good luck to you as well. See you next time. Starting to feel like we're not getting our dailies done because of the idiots on the teams. It took way too freaking long for him to shoot at me, even though he was freaking spawn camping. Good thing, good thing this tank has a nice cannon that's capable of penetrating these T-34s without any problem. Chino 2 is basically a Panzer IV analog, which is slightly smaller in size than the Panzer IV itself. And it's really nice overall. Well, it's not as good at flanking, it's not a top tier race car, but it's relatively quick for these ratings. it cannot it cannot allow you to to kill everybody on your tier. So here's that. And simply because of how much I've played with it, I have aces on it. I have a lot of aces actually. Simply because I've played with the tanks this much. I mean, why not? The cannon still allows you to kill enemies at long distances. And it's easier to hide at long range. Also, negative depression angles are pretty nice, so you can hide behind hills. And it doesn't have a, a depressing backward speed, backpedaling speed, like Panthers do, for example. Or any, well, almost any Britain tank. And again, don't forget that Panzer IVs also don't really have that much armor, and they're bigger, while they're relatively the same height and maybe the length, they're noticeably wider than the Chino 2. Yeah, you can deal with Panzer IVs with autocannons as well. The same goes for this tank.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I feel like I saw Gunsmoke over there.
Captured a zone. Attention to the map.
Really? He knew exactly where I was without any line of sight, as fucking usual.
The enemy is winning.
Yeah. Which doesn't really work for me in many ways, I guess. Previously, it was unable to properly.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Well, it's basically unwatchable for me, even though I have a proper bandwidth. So I just do not like Twitch for its technical side,
Zone captured. We have the advantage.
but I would say there's enough to hate it for its policies as well, or the lack of consistency. And I do not consider any other platforms at all. I don't know, that's basically my... well, not the first battle specifically, but first day of using it. I mean, don't get me wrong, M107 shot is pretty nice on this rating especially. But it's not an all-killing vehicle. Lack of armor, open-topped, slow reload. It has its downsides. But yeah. 9 kilos of TNT is a lot. As I was saying, it's not a perfect vehicle. It's a nice one though. Especially for those who are used to use the high explosive rounds, the heavy ones. Depends on the Puma. There's the /4 one with the 75mm cannon. And that one is amazing. Yeah, no, it would have been OP if it had a proper, well, not a proper, faster reload rate. Right now it's fine, I guess. Yeah, another one that comes up from the ground level.
Air 170, 1,000 meters.
We're controlling most of the zones.
Really? At least I've got a nice artillery strike this time. Maybe I will be able to take care of the SPAs on the enemy spawn points. But I guess this gladiator is not gonna survive. Oh, great, an absolutely silent flak panzer.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
That's not exactly true. Try and do well with Type 60 ATGM. That's one hell of a ATGM tank. There are vehicles that some are worse, some are better. Not all of them are the same. The Type 60 ATGM? It's a complete dog shit in my opinion.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Ah, not close enough. And judging by how this stuff goes, I feel like I'm gonna lose this battle as well. Rattle is much better than Type 60 in my opinion. Well, you see, it's game designers' job to make the game playable and enjoyable. What the heck was the point of introducing this vehicle in the first place if it's unplayable on most of the maps in the first place? And the fact that it has the slowest ATGMs in the game, in the whole game. Yeah, I know, which is why I'm criticizing them almost constantly, because there's almost constantly you can experience something that you can criticize. Okay, you've missed that part. That's a console account. I did try to play on PS4. It was such it was not a pleasant experience. I've abandoned play the idea of playing it on a console after that.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Also, I have a dumb idea. Maybe I should try it out next battle. You'll see it later. Oh, hell. If it didn't move, it would have exploded, I think. Really? You really trying to rely on a team in this game? That's not a way you should play it, in my opinion. Maybe if you're playing it with your in a premade squad with your friends, but not on a random team. That's for sure. Ah, hell. I had an excellent example of that when an enemy that was standing behind a so-called teammate, and by behind I mean like less than 5 meters maybe, shot me, killed me, went its own ways, and both of these pricks did not notice each other. They didn't look at each other. They just, I don't know, did not notice and went their own ways. Ah, hell.
目標に命中目標に命中避難した避難した目標に命中人が燃えている
Okay, this is a great addition that now you're able to move well without the engine and you're not stopping instantly. So I got shot by an IS-2 tank and he was standing next to a King Tiger, I think. I'm not sure, it was a really long time ago.
了解前進します
16 freaking kills. I did not notice that tendency at all. All of them are freaking bad. Guess I'm still not winning this one.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
So if you didn't notice, I was basically playing on a Japanese tech tree, which means that we should have had some Japanese on the team, and we still lost, even though I've made how much? 17? Yeah, 17 by the end of the match. They're just incapable idiots, unless proven otherwise. So you usually have teammates like this, but then some prick just shoots you across the freaking map. Without a line of sight. And oh, right. I wanted to check out what the heck did you get there. Maybe J6 you mean? Not the D6? Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. That's all on the players, not the nation specifically. Yeah, well, for example, Israel doesn't have any low tier, so they do not have any teammates on the lower tiers. Up to the fourth one, maybe, at least in terms of the ground vehicles. I think that Sakin has like a rating of 3, maybe rank of 3, and not of 4. So it's slightly easier for them in terms of air battles. I would say that it is, because I do not remember seeing it in any battles at all. And here you can just experience your local teammates in every single battle. First 10. That's incredibly lucky. I feel like during these snow globes, not that I think that I've used around 150 of them and was able to get the M8 only. So I'm not really lucky on this event. I was able to get some vehicles from previous events though, that I did not have. Really? Well, at least I killed it as well. That's unbelievable, honestly. 5 vehicles in 70.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
It's literally unbelievable. I feel like I usually get a vehicle, maybe two in 100 or two.
Attention to the map! Attention to the designated grid square.
Oh, they have a P8 somewhere. The funny thing that it's freaking invisible for some reason. No, I don't. As I was saying, that I feel like that was the first time I saw that plane. Well, that modification, I guess. Because if I'm not mistaken, that's still something like Shidenkai. Not exactly. I've got some nice vehicles previously, not from these specific snow globes, and I've got some repetitions. I feel like I've got a Russian light cruiser previously, and also I feel I've got some nice vehicle from these crates. Well, from the same type of crates on the previous event. Some American one. I don't remember which one though. Yeah, I don't really like them at all. And the top tiers are, as I've mentioned, are basically unplayable for me at least. It is quite nice to play on battle ratings such as these. During the recent marathon, I was able to get 8 kills in a single battle with B7. And I'm not talking about bots, I'm talking about player kills. Although that was the most efficient battle at the time. Well, not at the time. I feel like that's an all-time most efficient battle for any flying vehicles. Although maybe I do not consider it ground kills, because I do have some nice streaks with the 60s on the B7 in combined battles.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Too far away. Well, it also depends on the vehicle. Some are easier to drop bombs than others. Like, I'm not that as effective as at bombing on the Zero compared to this B7, for example. Simply because it has a proper bombing aim, makes it much easier to bomb stuff. But how the heck this BTR did not die from a bomb? I do not understand. And I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna spawn in a SPA in a second. Oh, that's how it ended. I was about to question how the heck this game did not give me a kill, but now I know, because these idiots crashed into each other. This one, these are 220s that you can find on almost any Japanese planes about these battle ratings. Not the, I feel like not the earliest ones, which have some problems with the range. But basically the proper Japanese cannons, proper Japanese 20s. Type 99 Model 2. Yeah, the Type 99 Model 1 are not that great. Really? Maybe I'm missing something again? Because if Zeros are using Type Model 1, they're pretty nice as well. That's a bit strange. Whole 5 are pretty nice as well, especially considering they're in the middle, right above the engine. What the fuck? You're telling me I didn't place in top 4. Fucking amazing. No, 75 kills is way too freaking long. Mission Maker is way too chance related. According to intelligence. Not that many allies scouting stuff, but let's try this one. Привет, человек! Ну, что-то так себе. Последние делики не хотят выполняться. Also kinda depends on the 20s. Like the unupgraded Hispanos are unable to hit shit, so they're not as good. But the late war ones are pretty nice. Well, that also depends on the cannon. Some cannons are better, some are worse. in that regard as well. If I'm not mistaken, the US M2s have really nice fire rate. $40 mils? Really? Well, I'm pretty sure they're not using any Minengi shots though, which is quite a lot in most cases when you're flying a German plane. Even if it's just a 20, because when it's a 30, that's 100 grams of TNT, and that's basically a grenade thrown into an enemy plane's face. I don't think there's a plane that would survive a direct hit of a 30 mil Minengi shot.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. We're ahead of the enemy.
Alright. A KV camping behind the corner. I actually like the P109, which is basically a Henschel analog, but that can properly fly. It's quite a pity that they've moved it lower and lower in ranks and battle ratings. I was using it quite a lot previously. Yeah. And unlike the Henschel 1229, it's not a flying log, it's a proper plane.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
It's not that hard to kill though. On a head-on, it has a slow firing rate cannon, and only a single gunner in the back hemisphere, I guess. Even though it does have a high caliber machine gun. Oh, that's where the enemies. I thought I saw something. There you go. Whoops. Really? If I'm not mistaken, Rogo is one of the worst tanks of the Japanese tech tree. Actually, the lower tiers of the Japanese tech trees is quite bad, at least in terms of like tanks like Kami that are supposed to be floating tanks and they're not exactly tanks since they're lacking in both armor and proper cannons. At least that's how it was previously. I feel like it's a little bit easier nowadays with more tanks and US tanks in the tech tree. Right when I was about to bomb them, they've decided to move away.
The enemy has most of the strategic zones. The enemy is winning. We must counterattack. Allied forces have captured a zone.
I feel like I'm starting to remember what Rogo is, and I do not think I've liked that vehicle at all. Finally, it's dead. But again and again, we're not winning this battle. And the battle next, and the next. Oh, there you are.
If we don't do something, the enemy will win.
Right. Another prick that saw me from fucking space and killed me with a single burst. And we have freaking teammates such as this F6 that's incapable of doing shit. If it's premium, I'm pretty sure I do not have it. Unless I've got it from Warbounds, maybe.
We've lost, but next time, we'll win.
Nope. I feel like there's also this Rogo, which is much better in my opinion, just because it has a proper shot. Yeah, I was thinking about this tank because I feel like they're using basically the same base, and this one is awful. The I Go Ko. You're right, and not a single enemy was scouted by the so-called allies. SPAs. I would have killed a couple of them already. I'm not gonna be paying Gaijin anytime soon, so that's out of the question. The vehicle is surprisingly heavy. I would say it shouldn't be 29 tons,
準備完了コース準備完了
just considering the lack of armor on the vehicle itself. Maybe? I'm not sure. And even if it is, it got some tracks removed. The supporting ones on the top 8 at least. And the rear one? I don't know, it looks strange. Yeah, and we have an artillery strike right over here. Two of them actually. Okay, let's try to go down. And where the fuck is my shot?
榴弾装填完了。
Gaijin's just deleting my shot like it's nothing. How the fuck do we have enemies from freaking behind?
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
We have a team full of minor tech trees, and still they're imbeciles.
Attention to the map.
I was hoping that some open-topped vehicle, but that was a KV-1. Really? A duck?
Most of the zones are taken by the enemy.
In terms of what? That I just don't remember which which one of you said that this tank is an OP one.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Really? You just abandoned the flying duck and decided to not do shit about enemy planes? Good job, Fucky Wolf.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
This shit again. Yeah, fucking right. Now I'm gonna burn down after a single bullet hit.
Request air recon.
司法準備完了
But M44 still is not an OP vehicle. It has enough of its letdowns. And just judging by the way I was moving, it's not really a fast-moving artillery. I feel like even the Horror would have been a faster vehicle in that regard. I was behind the T-34s that went for the capture. What event? The Chino 2? No, I've got it through the Warbounds. And it's not an event vehicle. I think it even popped up in the shop somewhat recently. I don't remember when exactly though.
Pressure on. Victory is close. Allied forces have captured a zone.
An APHE explodes inside the tank and does not kill it.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
目標に命中
At least I was able to disable this one. Stop ramming me. You're almost dead. Already dead.
目標に命中
Accept your fate. The fuck? What rate of fire this shit has? Oh, missions. Well, that's just for the battle pass progression and completion. Although I did kinda complete it already. I have the next one in my pocket. But would be nice if I will be able to get the level 150 to get the title out of it. Although I would say that the title is the least valuable stuff out of the whole battle pass. Finally, I've progressed this objective once after... Holy shit, after an hour and a half of struggles. It fucking can't. I did try to play it. It's penetrated by everybody from all around the world. Only in some fairy tales, maybe. But not in a fight this game throws at you,
準備完了
usually.
コース準備完了総大衆準備完了
Hey. Oh well, this shit just does not work today, I guess. I've seen videos as well. They're like, what, 1 in a million? I did play that vehicle, and it was unable to hold the shots at all.
Attention to the map.
攻撃座標デルタワンワン破壊せよ
Delta, 1-1. 了解。見て。Allied forces have captured the zone.
Who the heck bombs this building?
Enemy forces have captured the zone.
目標に命中目標に命中
Good thing that KV was an idiot.
目標に命中
Otherwise, I would have been dead already.
目標に命中
Allied forces have captured the zone. Thank you very much.
Don't tell me that's the same M44 from before. Sucks to be him if it's him, if it's the same player. Oh yeah, another great example of an APHE not doing shit. And another one. I did watch Fly Daily a bit, but I was mostly following Tornide. Unfortunately, he doesn't really post that much recently. And besides other stuff.
To the base.
Right now, there are only 2 YouTube creators that I follow, I guess. It's Malzi and the... Damn, I forgot the abbreviation. It's kinda long. But the one that checks out the hackers of the game and reports them. Something about War Thunder cheaters shaming or something like that, so... VTC Ace? IS, maybe? I feel like it's what it is.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
攻撃3、2、1、破壊せよ。
No, I know that there's a lot, it's just those that I follow. Really? 250 was enough? Oh, that was 250s. Okay. That explains it. At least maybe I'll be able to bomb some SPAs. And that's a nice score, 3k out of 9 kills and 2 assists. Don't you think so? Maybe I wouldn't mind to do so, but that's basically impossible at the moment. Too far away.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I mean, the sanctions are in place. I'm not even capable of getting the money that I've earned overseas. Yeah, of course, this 12 moving over these hills is capable of landing a precise shot to the fucking win. Tearing it off.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Oh, there's at least this SPA that's shooting at me because it knows where I am. Of course it fucking does. What are they shooting at? I wonder.
Allied forces have captured a
Okay,
zone.
at least this SP is distracted by right now. I mean, it was a pleasant communication between us. It wasn't anything toxic or disrespectful, I think.
Just keep it up. And
Where is the enemy M19? I did see one killing in the kill logs. Somebody on my own team. But where is it? Oh, it's capturing the B. And it got killed by an artillery. Ah, not close enough. But finally the dailies are done. So until next time. Right, I did want to... I feel like I did want to show something, but I forgot about it. What did I want? Hmm... Well, I cannot remember what exactly was it. So see you next time. Bye bye.